Hello guys, it is that Panda again. I'm here again with another video, and today I'm hoping that I can go through a lot of the packs in this game and just the ones that are maybe better value to be putting money into, because I know if you're going to spend, a lot of people come in and they just don't know what they're doing, what they're spending on, and hopefully this video does help, and I will try to go through as much as I can. I will say real quick that I am not like the smartest spender, because I'm not a big whale, right? But I do think that I have a general good grasp. So if anybody does have any more packs that I don't mention here, or anything that they think would be really good to spend on, make sure to put it in the comment section, because it might help some other people. So thank you guys for watching as always though, and I will get into this. First off, I want to just talk about equipment, right? I will say I hear that there are 2 or 3 pop-up packs every week that you can get, or not pop-up packs, but they are like deals that you get that are probably going to show up somewhere that you could probably get. I heard, for example, if you see high polyamor here for 8, you get 8 for $5. I hear that it can go up to 12 for $5, for example, and it just means that your value that you're getting out of it is way better. So do be considerate of that. And I want to just talk about parts for a bit, because I think parts are probably one of the most valuable things, if not the most valuable things in the game, because of the stats they bring to your account over especially a long period of time. There are also pop-up packs, I think, when you're upgrading a part that you might get, and those are really good value from what I've seen. I've gotten, I think, like 1 or 2 of them before. I'm not a big whale, so of course I don't have really good parts, and this is one of my alts, but I'll kind of show you guys. So when you go into index, I'll show you guys like the percent on these parts. Even just one of these parts being maxed out, which I do want to mention, I hear costs $2,000 to $3,000 just to max out one at excellent level or whatever. 2 to 3K probably, that area. And that is 15%, and you notice that you get 21 parts, and that's 15% on every single part they're able to max out. And even if you're not able to max them out, just getting them to a decent level or decent grade, you are putting all these extra stats on your account. Being able to invest that much into your parts is worth it compared to a lot of the things that you can invest in the game. Although it might seem really worth it, now to have a pack that might boost your research or something, which I will say I am that kind of like that. I do want to push for tier 6, for example. I might be more likely to invest in something else that gives me a lot of speed ups compared to actually investing in parts, and then later on maybe I would end up investing in parts. That is fine as well. I just wanted to bring that to your attention, that if you are going to invest into some packs that are especially going to have a long term value on your account, these are definitely it. You're not going to be getting a ton of speed ups or anything, but like I said, you are getting pretty good material and all that, and that's going to really just be long term helpful for your account. And I'll also talk about the rest of these while I'm here in premium packs. Mighty weapons, I don't really care for this one. I don't actually think, I really highly recommend not trying to invest in this type of stuff. And if you guys don't know, that is how you upgrade your equipment. For example, you get your defensive fabric as well as your, I'm messing up and it's not letting me click on it. Okay, but you guys, it's the steel or whatever. You basically get those, and you can get those from Antipede, you can get those from Arena, and when you consider how much that you're getting for how much you're spending from these, it's just worth it. It's not really as worth it to spend money on it. It's just better to play it out. Honestly, if you aren't some massive whale who has just money to burn, I don't really recommend something like that. The rest of these packs I don't actually care for much. I think hero, this one actually is kind of bad when you consider what you can get from pop-up packs after upgrading heroes. And if you do have that just crazy money, maybe feel free to do that. But if you're getting all these pop-up packs from like upgrading heroes, for example, and you're able to get really good value, I think, like for example, if I upgrade a hero to 6 stars, I might get a pack that has 40 of these small legendary badges and then other badges and all that, right? For like, I don't know, maybe $10, $20, whatever it might be. I think just the value in this one is really bad, compared to what you might get in others. I think Rise of Mighty is okay. All these other packs I don't care for as much. I think the only ones that might have any really good value that I would maybe buy is the equipment revamp and possibly World's End, because if you guys don't know, these packs progressively get more expensive. So I'll give you guys an example. 1 immigration order for $5, 2 immigration orders for $10, 3 immigration orders for $20, 4 immigration orders for $50, and then you can buy 3 more of those at $100 for 5 immigration orders. So you guys just get the point. If you're a whale especially, you might want to buy 2 or 3 of these a month, because it only resets every month, and that means that you can slowly stack these up, and it will hopefully save you some money in the future, because it is really expensive to migrate if you're a whale or just a big player in general. Before I go into all the pop-up packs, I will just talk about, VIP, all this type of stuff that I see here. I think VIP, for maybe Catherine, for example, is really good, especially early game. Because Catherine early game is a really good hero, especially when you consider how everybody is far behind, on all that kind of stuff. And this is like probably the cheapest hero that you could awaken when you really consider it. I think it costs about $300 to awaken Catherine. But if you are able to invest and end up awakening her, I think that it is pretty worth it, especially early game. And I will say late game she becomes less viable since you have so many options, but that doesn't make her bad. She is still a really good hero, considering all in all. She's not like terrible, but she's obviously not the best hero late game. At least that's my personal opinion. But yeah, if you guys want to invest in VIP packs, that is up to you. I will also say there is, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one where you can upgrade your HQ, and for every few HQ levels you're able to get gems, and I think you can get around 140,000 gems for maybe $10 or $20. That pack is probably the best, if not one of the best packs that you could get, and you get some insane gems out of it. And you can use those gems however you want, be it roulette, be it VIP, be it battle center, whatever it might be, right? And you guys just get my point off that if you are able to get that, that is probably one of the best, and just really good just packs in general overall if you are able to. And last off in these packs, besides I'll talk about roulette next, 30-day premium pass, 30-day gym pass, these are the only ones that I find really good in Doomsday Express. I don't care about the resources, I can always gather these on my own. The gyms I'm able to get, I think it's like over 1,000 if I have both of these every day throughout the whole month or whatever. That's like 1,000 plus every day, and then just a little bit of resources, whatever. I think the gyms just add up for me, and I think that's pretty good if you ask me. I don't really care about like the speed ups. The speed ups is slightly tempting, but honestly, for $5 for 7 days and what you get, I mean, it's not crazy to me, and I could spend better elsewhere, I think personally. And there's also privilege subscription. I think this one's alright if you are going to be, let's say farming a lot of zombies, that's good. Training a lot of troops, that's good. Researching a lot, that's alright. And then last off, I will talk about roulette. I think that personally, in my opinion, I think that roulette is actually really good. And I've always found that the value that you're getting out of it is honestly extremely good to me, because I don't know. I feel like getting the relics, getting all those speed ups, and getting just even resources out of it. I think that you get a good amount of speed ups for what you're spending. I think you're getting a good amount of resources and even relics for the heroes that you want to upgrade. In general, I think that roulette is probably one of the better things that I personally think that you could spend in on the game. Obviously after maybe gear, if you're able to get your gear up, that's just really long time value. But in general, I think that roulette is really good. I've heard like mixed opinions on it, if it's actually as good as some people think, and I still have a really good thought on it. Actually, I have one more. So daily boost, I've had really good experiences from it. I've also heard some people say that the relics they get from these are pretty bad, but I think that if you're able to get maybe a relic for every dollar that you're spending, it's alright. It's pretty good to me. I feel like every time I've tried to buy out of this, I've gotten really good relic returns, more than one per dollar, right? Like I'd get maybe 2 or even 3 sometimes for every dollar I might be spending here. So in general, I think it's like one of the easier ways to awaken a hero. It is of course a bit more expensive when you consider how many times you're gonna have to buy this if you want to just awaken hero purely off daily boost. But in general, it's pretty good for unlocking heroes, pretty good for getting hero skills up. As long as you have some money that you're able to pump into that is pretty good. And now last up, I will talk a bit about Popup Packs. I will actually kind of show you guys something here, and kind of just shows that you can trigger these Popup Packs. But you guys go. So this is one example, and I will say that if you have Z Virus, I will recommend that you actually, if you are able to make it to the last level, leaving one level left, just so you can actually trigger this Popup Pack. I don't know if it's going to appear, but basically what happens is if you lose your Z Virus, you actually have a Popup Pack that appears, and this will kind of be an example to show you guys. It's kind of the same in a lot of the other regards. When you consider maybe like finishing a research or even losing on the field, you get your marches wiped off. You get Popup Packs just for those type of things, and I'll tell you guys my opinions on a lot of these Popup Packs and which ones I think are kind of the better deal. And you guys see it right there, Wanderlust. So basically I got smacked off the field, and of course the rewards aren't insane, but I think you get a decent amount of XP. You get a little bit of these This, of course, isn't probably the best one that you could find, but I don't think this one's bad either. Pretty decent, mid-ish to me. Some of my favorite pop-up packs I think are actually by far the best, in my opinion, are actually going to be the ones that involve heroes. So I'll give you guys an example. If I awaken Martin right now, and honestly, I'm tempted to do it just for the video, although it's not, and I don't even want to, I don't even know if I want to invest any relics in him. I'm tempted to do it for the video, but I'm actually not going to do it. But let's say I awaken Martin, or I even just skilled him up from, sorry, not skilled him up, I started him up from maybe 4 stars to 6 stars, or even like 1 star to 4 stars. There is likely going to be a pack that pops up, and you guys, actually, I'll try to do that real quick with one of these heroes, maybe if I'm, maybe. I'll burn through some for you guys right here. I'll do this just for you guys because I love you, and I don't know if it's actually even going to show up. Okay, here's an example. So I went up to 4 stars. I think maybe it's like every maybe 2 stars, whatever it might be. I'm not actually 100% sure what you kind of have to do to trigger that, but you guys can see it here. You get for $5 20 legendary hero rank batches, 3 mid ones, and then 3 high tier ones, as well as XP. And this is pretty good value, and it's the same that applies when you're maybe awakening hero or skilling it up a lot. I'm pretty sure that you are able to get one like I know there's a pack for, I think, 10 legendary hero fragments for like $10, maybe 20 for $20, and then you also get XP and stuff off that. Those are pretty good. Just in general, any ones that you're able to get off, at least the very least legendary heroes. I don't really care for epic hero packs, but in general, legendary hero ones are actually pretty good, and I think that the value that you're getting off those is pretty nice. There's also ones like, let's say I'm fighting on the field and my march gets wiped out. Depending on how much I may be losing on that march, I will get maybe like, let's say, a $50 pop-up pack, maybe even a $100 one if my base is getting swarmed, I'm pretty sure, and I get like insane amounts of injured or even deads. I think there's like a $5 one too, like $10, $20. Either way, you guys get my point. I think that what you're getting off that is decent. I've seen some of the heal packs. I haven't really bought any of them, but I think what you're getting, be it healing speed ups, be it training speed ups, even the resources are pretty nice. It's not something I would buy because honestly, I spend very limited on this game, and I think there are other places that I can maybe spend better. But in general, I don't think the packs are bad if you are someone who spends pretty frivolous, whatever, I can't say the word, but you guys get my point. If you guys spend a lot, there will also be events like Survivors Carnival that's happening right now, where you can maybe buy, let's say the $10 one right here, and then basically you can get these rewards, including a HQ skin, which gives you a lot of buffs, which is just pretty nice in general. There's also, if you're a whale, you're able to buy up and maybe even unlock this level, this legendary skin, which of course you need to be top 10, and it's between 10 servers, so you're definitely going to be competing pretty hard for one of those skins, spending quite a bit if you are able to reach it. But honestly, I think that might be the end of this video. I've talked about most of this stuff. I'm pretty sure there are other packs, like for example, I'll talk about this real quick. Let's say I finish this research right here. If I sped up this research right now, and I'm pretty sure even if I don't finish it, if I spend a lot of speed ups, I've heard that you can actually trigger a pack that comes up like, oh, you didn't finish this? Here, I got a pack for you to give you more speed ups so you can finish this. Also, if I'm able to finish something like this, I'm able to get a pack for, There's also tier 4 troops, tier 5, and tier 6 troops. If I complete, let's say, engines are not included, by the way, but if I complete all 3 of these, I will get a $100 pop-up pack for each one that I complete. And it's the same with, I'm freaking losing my words. It's the same with like these, as well as like tier 5 and tier 6, sorry. But you guys get my point, right? You get a $100 pop-up pack for that, and it includes a skin in it as well as a decent amount of gems. And the only thing about the skin is, I think, I'm like going all over the place. The skins are pretty decent. Like the buffs you're getting, but honestly, for $100, it's a little bit mixed for me, right? If you don't have like insane amounts of money to spend, it might be better to just overlook it, honestly. But it's like, you also think of it like this, you have all these buffs that are going to be sitting on your account lifetime, right? And these buffs do stack, so honestly, it is pretty good. But it's also just a mixed feeling for me. It really depends on how you're feeling. But I think that the skins are all right, not the best, not the worst. Pretty decent though. If I had like the insane amounts of money to spend, I probably would get them all just because I want those buffs to stack. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know there's might have been more that I could have explained, more that I could have gone into, and more just stuff I could have talked about. But I did want to just do a rundown and maybe give some people just more of a pinpoint on what to spend their money on. So I do appreciate you guys, though, as always, for watching, and I do hope that this video did help in some sort of way. So you guys have an amazing day or night, though, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.